We are here. We are Catch Me After 5. We are a podcast for everyone. From a seasoned person to a youth. We like to expand out to everything, to everyone when it comes to the audience. But most of all, we want to make sure that you feel at home with us. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a social media influencer, if you are a what? A small business.
Whatever you are.
But most of all, a 9-to-5er. Catch me after 5.
Yes.
So I'm with our lovely host, co-host. Who do I got to my left?
You got Val. I'm here. I'm back. Healthy. I'm good.
Said, you got your girl Shelle. I'm here and I'm after 5.
At least she didn't say shells, and that was it. Like last episode.
No.
And of course, we have the lovely our guest Sydney.
Yes.
Right?
Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah. Do the.
Yes.
Do the.
I have a question.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
What if you don't have a 9-to-5?
Oh,
You can still listen.
You can still
Absolutely.
listen anywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
On all social media.
You did say for everyone.
It is for everyone.
I am an everyone.
You you are definitely in everyone.
I'm trying to get like you. I don't want to be a 9-to-5 no more. So
Yeah. Well,
Oh, how'd you get there?
I got a daddy out. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I wanted to be home with Levi for my first year. And so I was like, do I want to be a stay-at-home mom or do I want to work? I don't know how my mom did it because I was like, sweet Jesus,
Yeah,
in my brain.
that's a fact.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Going okay for now, though, for
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I'm happy to be home and be with him, but I definitely miss humans that aren't this big. I'm like, am I lonely? So yeah.
So that was lovely. She just like, matter of fact, Sid might have to lead us on that one.
Right?
So I want to say this, right? When I was talking to you and everything, I was trying to explain the podcast and I was over talking, but what you caught was, oh, okay, you're trying to reach to a broad audience.
Mm.
What about stay-at-home moms? And then literally you said something that I knew nothing about in reference to dieting before and during pregnancy and after pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
And right away, I was like, yeah, let's do it right away. And I didn't know what to say after that. But I just want to say thank you for that because that's an audience that's not really tapped into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's where we at right now. So this podcast, this section, or what I said section, this episode is called Be Aware of Your Dieting During and After Pregnancy. Indulge smartly. I love the part. I love the word indulge.
I love the word indulge.
We should all
That's
indulge.
A fact.
Just eat.
Just indulge.
Be greedy.
Yes.
So, we're gonna go from there, and we're gonna like take it lightly
Yeah.
and slow and everything.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
help me unpack that. Right? What made you want to think about that?
Well, because it's been a really big part of my life for the last 2 years. I have struggled with my weight since I can remember. And so a few years ago, I went to my doctor and she said, you have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's hard for me to get pregnant. And so she said, for you to get pregnant, you would need to do these things. And those things included like working out, losing weight, and eating less carbs pretty much. And so because when you have PCOS, you are susceptible to diabetes and you're insulin resistant. And so like, I just had to be careful. And so like within 6 months, I lost 50 pounds and then I got pregnant.
What?
All right.
Awesome.
I get pregnant.
Right?
I tried to do, to like keep, I tried to like stick to the plan of what my doctor said, like what I needed to do while I was pregnant. It didn't go so well, but I didn't gain any weight, so I was happy. And Levi came out healthy.
Congrats.
After the fact,
That's a blessing.
That's all that
in itself.
matters.
that's all that matters.
Right.
But I also chose to breastfeed. So a lot of people don't know that when you breastfeed, you're supposed to eat an additional 500 calories.
Wow.
It was like an additional 1,000 because it's like you're so hungry all the freaking time. It's like everything. Give me that too. Give me that too. And so I was like constantly eating, and I picked up 30 pounds. And so it got really, I got sad.
Mm.
I got sad because I was like, that's a lot of work
Right.
that I did. And now I have to do it again.
You
It's like, shoot. So I've been really working on just eating right, eating smart, not exactly being on a diet, but just eating smart and working out.
I mean, so is that what led you to saying the during pregnancy
Yeah.
and afterwards?
It's important because you want to eat sugar all the time.
Mm.
I don't know what it is, but it's just like you want to eat sugar all the time. And like that's not good for you. You really
Right.
need to be eating protein. You really need to be eating fat. You really need to be eating fiber. Not saying you can't eat sugar, but like I almost want to say don't listen to those cues, but you should listen to the cues, but smart.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
that's
And I
And
got
this,
Go ahead.
Was this before or during or?
all. It was like during and after.
So do your nutrition change during the pregnancy? Because I know there's different trimesters. So that's the reason.
I wouldn't. It didn't change. If anything, I added to.
Okay.
It didn't really change. It was my first time, and I didn't want to put that pressure on myself.
Mhm.
I didn't even know I could get pregnant, and so all of a sudden I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like when I found out I was pregnant, I was in the back of my house and I was having devotions, and I kept on throwing up at the same time. I was like, there's no freaking way I'm pregnant. There's absolutely no way. And then I had one pregnancy test that's been like in my drawer for like 3-4 years. And I do the thing and it says I'm pregnant. I was like, no. Because I had a plan. And then Tony comes down and says, what? And I was like, oh, I'm pregnant. He says, go get another one. I was like, you're right. And so I go and I get 5 and I pee on all of them. And they're like
the movies.
Yeah.
I needed to I was like, I need to know that like this was possible or whatever. And so like I needed 5 to tell me. But Tony still didn't believe me until we went to go to a doctor because he's that guy. He's a very analytical, scientific person. He goes like, no one can tell me you're pregnant until a doctor tells me you're pregnant. I was like, it's right here. And he goes like, I need a doctor to tell me you're pregnant. So yeah, I wasn't
Okay.
pregnant until the doctor said we were pregnant.
Right.
All right. So were you doing the nutrition diet when you were during the sickness?
Yeah, for 6 months before. But finding out more about PCOS, you crave sugar
Yeah.
on
like
a
you said.
whole. It's like it's different. It's different. Like that's all I would think about. It's like indulging in that sugar. And I
Right,
didn't
right.
know like that it was a side effect of having PCOS. I'm insulin resistant. So those cues are stronger than others.
Okay.
Other people who have a period.
So is there such thing as like healthy sugar for pregnancy? Like, or just cut it out?
No,
all the way?
No, you should have sugar. You should have those cues, like indulge in those cues, but there should be a smart way to indulge.
Mhm.
So the what I hear or what I've been told was eat fiber first,
Okay.
then your proteins and your fats, and then eat whatever sugar that you're supposed to be eating because then you lessen the blood
Gotcha.
sugar spike.
Gotcha.
And so like you can do that by 75%.
Mhm.
Doing it in that order.
And if you eat your fiber first, to help you poop better.
And you want to
That's a
poop.
fact. We talked about this
We
earlier.
talked about
Gut
this
health is
earlier.
very important.
You need a
You-
smooth stool.
You
I think America's.
you need a
What's a smooth stool?
It
What is
just
that?
goes like.
just comes right out.
But like we have.
Not like the
Well, I figured
the
out. I
runs.
figure out the
No,
grunt.
not right.
I'm
I
about
figure
to
out the
say.
grunt. My doctor told me get a stool and just put up, and then just And
The
then
squatty potty?
Yeah,
I
squatty
got
potty.
Squat.
Put me on.
Squatty potty.
So it's like the little
It's-
stepping stool, and then you
Yes.
sit
You
your-
put your legs up.
Balls
Because-
just dangling.
Technically, we're supposed to poop
Oh, I'm
like
sorry. I'm sorry.
we're supposed to poop, but like our legs almost like
Yeah.
elevated. Like so, they should be like
You know
with
what?
your
I got
hip.
a stepping stool, so yeah, put
Yeah.
me on.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah. Or you actually buy a squatty potty where it's like shaped to go like against your toilet.
Yeah.
You put your legs up. And like because
Balls
I don't
hanging.
know what you're pinching, but you're pinching something when you're pooping.
Yeah.
And you're
Okay.
like sitting like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
be
it's
in
not
there
coming
like,
off-
yo, this is the most
That's-
uncomfortable position.
But you're getting everything out.
But you're yes.
And don't add the bidet. Don't add the
Oh,
bidet.
Nah, bro.
Don't.
That's a colonoscopy every day.
So I want to backtrack a little bit during pregnancy, right?
Mhm.
I think I read somewhere, based on what you eat and everything, plays a major role in the child brain.
Development for sure.
Yes.
Can you talk more about that?
I am not too aware on that. Obviously that's something that a lot of moms are concerned about. For sure. I think just the smartest way to eat when you're pregnant is whole foods. If it has blood in it, or if it comes from the ground, or it's naturally like there's a natural chemical reaction like cheese. Cheese is a chemical reaction. It's milk that you add rennet or some type of vinegar or acid that turns into to cheese. That's a natural chemical reaction. I would stay close to those foods. Anything that's like packaged or that has like heavy metals in it, maybe avoid. Also avoid fish.
Really?
Yeah, mercury.
I was just
Yes.
Okay.
certain
Certain fish. Yeah,
Yes.
I just avoid
Look at me
it.
acting
So
like I
guys,
know
Sid
what
is
I'm
gonna
talking about.
cook actually a couple dishes for us a little later. So we're excited about that.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us about your culinary background. What's up with that?
Yeah, so I went to culinary school. It was something I've always wanted to do as a kid, and I had an opportunity to do it, so I did it. I do
Nice.
not want to be in the industry. It is hell on earth.
Mm.
It is an abusive industry. But I did want to go to culinary school. I've always wanted to go. I had to learn how to cook at a young age because both of my parents at one point were working, and we were home living on our farm. We have no neighbors. There's no grocery store. And my mom did not believe in snacks. So I had to create the snacks. So for my siblings. So
Nice.
that's where I got into cooking. And also I have a cousin who is really talented, and we would compete all the time saying like, I'm the better cook. And he's the better cook. He's obviously, he's the better cook. But
What's his name? Shout him out.
Larry Dudley.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Shout
better
out
cook.
to Cuzzo Larry.
Yeah. He can cook. He
I
can
think
cook
we
his
had
butt
a
off.
Cake from him.
Yeah, and he's a tremendous baker. He can make a cake. And he's like 6'5", like 290. That's a big dude, and he can bake a cake like someone's grandma.
So a lot of moms worry about like the nausea and the throwing up and maybe not getting enough nutrients because they're throwing up so much. So like
Get a prenatal.
and can't keep down food and things. So what do you recommend as
Take
far
your
as
prenatals.
prenatals?
You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine. Your hormones, all the things are happening for you.
Yeah.
Your body knows what it's doing,
Mm,
and so like just take your prenatals.
okay.
So when they throw up, like literally just
You're fine.
because I know throw up, but not like how mothers know throw up.
No, it's the same throw up.
Because when
it's the same.
oh yeah, because when people like I got little cousins, you know about that, right?
Yes.
I got little cousins, and when they throw up in front of me, you gotta go home and clean that up.
I would
Jeez.
go outside and throw up, and then my dog would eat it later.
Oh my
We getting
God.
sidetracked. Shell, let's go back to you. Let's go back to you. I was just trying to make a point. Like is it the same?
It's the same
You
throw
shouldn't
up.
freak out because you throw up.
No, it's your body is creating all these new hormones, and like you're creating an organ. Like we're in that 9 months, or technically 10. You're creating an organ that you didn't have.
Right.
So yeah, your placenta and all the things. That's a new organ.
So do you think that like prenatal nutrition is kind of like outdated in a way, or
Absolutely not.
no?
Absolutely
Okay.
not. I'm sure we have more children today than
Yeah.
we've ever did because of science and understanding the woman's body
Right.
during pregnancy. And so absolutely not. I think
Okay.
prenatal nutrition is very important.
Yeah.
Even if you want to get pregnant. I don't know, but my gynecologist told me to take prenatals before I was even pregnant because you just wanted to get your body adjusted to receive.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I don't know.
Interesting. That's nice.
I am not an expert.
Stop it.
We said this
Stop
earlier.
it.
You
all right,
know,
so now, so now, Shell, you was
You
in
know
the
what
zone
you
of
know,
asking
right?
more
Right.
questions. So, like, I don't want to cut you off from your
No,
questions.
You're
You
good.
sure?
You're good. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. But like, you over here saying that you're not an expert, but tell me if I'm saying too much. Before we started recording, you was saying some really good things. And only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm so used to hearing black and brown mothers C-section this, that, and the third. Did you go that route?
My mom is my mom. She is a midwife, and her great grandmother was a midwife, great grandmother during slavery, and so she's always wanted to be following her footsteps. And as annoying as she was so full of information. She was like, Sydney, if you don't need to, you're healthy, you can go natural. The only reason why I was possibly going to have a C-section was because Levi was breached. So he was up here. He was supposed to be down. He wasn't down. I went to your parents'
I
house.
was just about to say, shout out to my family.
We had Thanksgiving.
Even though I be arguing, beefing with them.
We had Thanksgiving, and that night I swore I was going into labor because the next day I was supposed to go to the hospital, have a C-section, but he was like doing all the things. I was like, bruh, like what is happening? And then the next day we go to the hospital, C-section is scheduled. They're like, oh, he flipped. Do you want to still have your C-section? Heck no. I want to go home. And then I labored at home for like 12 hours.
Oh
Oh,
my
you
God.
didn't
See that off of
home.
camera.
The longer you labor at home, the least likely you're going to get a C-section because you're more
Jesus
comfortable. Stress is a
wow.
huge, like if you're stressed out at the hospital, you are more likely to get a C-section than go vaginal. And then also if you get an epidural, that could play. I got an epidural, but they had to pull it back because Levi, his heart rate was too high. So
Jesus Christ.
I had to poop him.
Awesome.
And I literally pooped on the table 3 times.
And your husband was looking
Stop
like
it.
at you like he still love you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, you
Yep.
better because like
The smell and everything. Yeah.
and they're
still
so
love it.
quick. They'll go like, "Oh, it's okay. Shh. Oh, it's okay. Shh.
And they're just like wiping.
Oh, it's okay." Shh." I was like, "I'm so sorry." Oh, it's so normal because you're supposed to push as if you're pooping.
Mhm.
You're supposed to push as if you're pooping, and I literally was pooping.
What do you think about the saying "eating for 2"? Like, is that really a thing? Like, are people dragging it?
Honestly, I ate more during
Mm,
breastfeeding.
okay.
Like, because I don't understand. But like they say you're supposed to only eat an additional 300 calories,
Right.
which is a glass of milk.
Mm.
But your cravings and your hormones are like this. You want to eat everything. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of women who snap back to who they were pre-pregnancy. That's just reality. Think about your moms. Think about your aunts.
Right.
Very few do because I don't know if a lot of people understand that being a mother is nothing but sacrifice.
Right.
Mhm.
It's nothing but sacrifice. And I struggled with that because I am a selfish person. I like me. I like me
Right.
time. I like doing what I want, when I want, however I want. But I
Right.
can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And so like
She like her happy time.
I
Right.
do. I like hanging out with
Nothing wrong with that.
I like hanging out with Tony. I can't do that like I used to.
Yeah.
I can't just get up and go. I put my
You
business
can't
on the
dominate him. You can't.
so Tony won't let me as much as I've tried.
With the whip.
He won't let me.
You won't let
He's like, nah, sister girl, I know you too much. That's not happening here, sister.
Crazy.
Go sleep on the couch. No, you sleep on the couch.
And he
all
went
right.
and slept on the couch.
Right.
No.
And that's
He slept right next to me. He won't let me. I try because I try to do it like how they did on TV. Go sleep on the couch. No.
He says it so smoothly because I
Yeah,
can't picture him yelling at you.
No,
none of that.
no, he doesn't. No, that would be scary. I don't want to see him yell. But yeah, so I miss who I was before, and so like I have to constantly remind myself, like, no, he's a gift. He's a gift. I wanted this, but like, I'm like postpartum is a real thing,
Yes,
for sure, and it takes a year and a half for your body to bounce back. And for your mind to be like, okay. And then not only that, I'm like, hormones are still going crazy because I'm breastfeeding.
Right.
And so like, I
So
get
is there a
sad.
certain like time frame that you should be like focusing on?
I want to stop at a year. I
Okay.
want to stop at a year. Lord, please let me stop at a year. But he loved mommy milk.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna like at moments I'm like, this is gonna be forever. He's never gonna get off.
So are there like certain nutritions that you should like follow after post?
I'm sure. I'm just right now.
Wait,
type
I
of
want to
thing.
feed off of that real quick.
Yeah.
I read or heard somewhere. Like I think I read like because the reason why is like your body got to refuel like gain the strength back and everything. So it plays a major role with the
eating healthy.
Yeah.
So we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
and I was making fun of his age because you guys are old, and
Oh,
and I
here we
asked him, is he crickety crackety?
What does that mean?
And so I'm crackety in the morning, like, and I asked him if he is, and then he goes like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, I think I am because they told me to continue. My doctors told me to continue taking prenatals if I am gonna breastfeed, and I did, and I was like, no, I'm fine. And he's literally stripping the nutrition out of me, and I'm not replenishing it like I should. And so, like, I've never was crickety crack. I never was, but now I'm like, Jesus, get me out of the bed. And then like now I'm lifting weights and all that kind of stuff, and I hear my knees cracking. I hear my elbows. I'm getting tennis elbow.
Jeez.
Oh, and I did it to myself.
So my knees cracking everything. That means I'm pregnant.
No, you probably need to take some supplements and like collagen.
Take some supplements. So eating healthy is important for that recovery as well.
Oh, for sure. Because he's taking everything out of me.
I bet.
And that's why I
bet.
meant like being a mother is just sacrifice.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you got to replenish yourself in every aspect, like maybe eating ice cream because I feel down and I'm going to feel better after I eat this bowl of ice cream. But I will try to eat it with some collard greens before. Because collard greens have a lot of
Ice
fiber.
cream with collard greens?
Before. I'll eat the collard
Ice
greens
cream with-
before.
Oh, the collard greens
So like,
before.
Let's
Let's
say,
say,
wait,
like my
what?
blood sugar.
That is a mix. Jesus Christ.
Drink some water, you be all right.
All right, guys. So like we said, Sid is going to cook some little rice bowls and things like that for us. So we're going to break so we could set that up.
Wait. Before we break, can we explain a little bit of the rice bowls?
Oh,
Like, what-
yes.
Yeah, so like the rice bowls, I don't have time. And so like prep is easy and you're able to get everything that you need. You get your protein, you get your fiber, you get which are prebiotics for your gut health, all the things. And then you also get your carbs and you get some flavor.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And you get to mix
right.
it up. So if you want to have, Mexican one night, like a burrito bowl,
Right.
or you can have like
Ooh.
bibimbap,
I love
which is
Mexican.
Korean, which is pretty much the Korean version of a burrito bowl. Yeah.
Sounds delish. All right, guys. So we're going to set that up. We're going to eat some good stuff. And we'll be back.
and our production crew
Yeah.
is gonna get a bigger plate than us.
Y'all just getting a taste.
Yes. All right, babe.
All right.
Catch me at the 5.